How does one start one of these types of videos? Yeah, that feels right. Okay, before we get on to the rest of this video, I just want to say if it feels like I'm going on a random tangent or something like that, it's because I'm trying to get at least 2 shorts out of this video. Also, I did not script this. Okay, so as some of you might know, 3 years ago today, I posted my first ever video on YouTube. At the time, it was just because I wanted to post videos, have a laugh with friends. Maybe in the future we can look back on it, make fun of it. And honestly, I really enjoyed it, just posting videos on YouTube. It was fun. I got to experimenting with editing. And if you didn't know, I've always had some sort of love to making videos, whether it be for a random edit I have, or a funny joke, or a story, or a mixture of the three. I just love making it. So it's no surprise that eventually just started posting a bunch of videos on my channel and even coming to a point where I would schedule 1 to 3 videos a week. And of course, whenever I was asked about my YouTube channel, whether I wanted to go far with it or if I was planning to go full time with it, I always answered no, because I honestly, when I work, I want to feel tired at the end of the day. And about 10 months ago, I got a job as a landscaper, and it was full-time work. I was working 40-hour weeks, sometimes, well, majority of the times, way more than that. Now, for those of you that don't know, I am a Christian, and I believe that man should be the sole provider for his family. And to today's society, especially in where I live, a household needs at least 2 forms of income in order for them to, actually, have food, a house over the head, clothes. And I noticed that my coworkers that were making more than me an hour were still needing their wives to get a job in order for them to provide for their family. And this really hurt me because honestly, the job I work, I'm gone for 12 hours out of day, and in order for me to get a job, it would need to be very flexible, part-time, and I didn't know what else I could do. And then I remembered that there is a site that if you grind, you can actually start making money, and I've already shown a passion for it. I've been working at the time for like 2.5 years on it, and I've realized that I could maybe use that as a second form of income. And so back in February, I decided that I was going to be making YouTube my part-time job. And if you're wondering why I decided back in February, but I'm now announcing this in August, I have multiple reasons for this. One, in the 3 years I've worked on YouTube, I've met amazing creators, all very talented and have so much potential. And they would announce that they're like, "Oh, I'm not part-timing, but they're gonna have a weekly upload schedule and all that," and then shortly afterwards, they just stop uploading. And I realized that if I was gonna make that commitment, I needed to make sure that I could handle it. What I did is I started working part-time back in February to make sure I can handle this, and if this was something I could do for a part-time job for extra money. And I was starting to feel really exhausted at the end of it, which, if you were listening, that's actually what I was hoping for. And the second reason why I'm making this announcement now is, if you were listening, this marks the 3-year anniversary I started my YouTube channel. And within that, what was it, February? So within that 6 months, it gives me more time to pray and actually think about going full on with YouTube and committing, and without, disappointing the viewers. And I can easily say without a doubt now that I am committing part-timing as a YouTuber. And honestly now, if you are wondering if I could ever go full-time with this, at this point, only God knows. It really will depend on the form of money I get, but I honestly am feeling mentally tired after every week, and I'm enjoying what I do with YouTube, so I think if it ever came to it, I could go full-time with YouTube. But for now, it is just part-timing. And without further ado, y'all have a good one.